Hello, and welcome to another Planet Destiny video. Today is April the 2nd, and Bungie has just put out their weekly update. This week, they go over some of the changes they're bringing to the PvE side of the game. First and foremost, they're going to be doing some changes to the Atheon and Crota fights. While they don't go into details, these are probably just going to be bug fixes to stop the prevalent glitches that inhabit those fights. I highly doubt they're actually going to be changing the fights themselves. They're also going to be fixing some of the pesky smaller glitches in the raids. One example was the relic not doing damage to the Minotaurs in the Vault of Glass. This should mean a much smoother experience for those who are still struggling to get runs in on those raids. Next up, they talk about strikes and the changes that are coming there. They revealed that the Cerberus Vey strike, the one with Valis Tuareg, and the PlayStation exclusive Dust Palace strike are the ones that take the longest to complete. Cerberus Vey clocks in at about 27 minutes, and Dust Palace takes about 21 minutes on average. When the Cerberus Vey strike appears in the Nightfall, it was completed at a substantially less rate than the other strikes. To combat this, they've reduced the health of many of the major combatants and also reduced the health of these bosses. For example, Valis Tuareg has had his health dropped by a third, and the Scion Flayers and the Dust Palace each have had their shields dropped by about 15%. Hopefully this really means that these strikes will be completed much more often and people in matchmaking won't have to deal with players leaving as much. I know myself, I'm kinda guilty of this. If I see Valis Tuareg pop up twice in a row, I'm usually going to leave because I don't want to waste another almost 30 minutes trying to get through that dungeon. They've also addressed one of the worst sides of matchmaking, people who constantly idle. To summarize, there are a few players that are the key culprits here, and Bungie will be removing their ability to join up in whatever matchmaking they've been idling in. Now before you get angry, there's two things to note here. This policy probably doesn't affect you. If you randomly went AFK because the pizza guy was at the door, then you're going to be fine. This restriction went out only to the most dedicated of idlers. You had to have gone out of your way to really end up on their radar. Number two, if you're still seeing people idle in different playlists, use the report feature. You can report someone as inactive by going to the options screen, scrolling over their name, and reporting them through there. There's also a system there for reporting good behavior, just as an FYI. Also, they say that, quote, "This month there will come a day when we reveal a release date for the trials that await you, with a whole reef of details soon to follow." This message is a little bit cryptic. Most likely it means that Bungie will be announcing a release date for the House of Wolves. It also could mean the Trials of Osiris are getting closer. Hopefully it means both. It is worded kind of vaguely. They finally say that these changes should be coming in the next couple of weeks, so we can probably see the 1.1.2 patch arrive before the month ends. Hopefully it'll be in the next 2 weeks, as the statement said. Also, as a side note, the Movie of the Week submissions were actually pretty good this week. I myself submitted one, but sadly it didn't get in. They leave off saying that the next week we'll be going over the new changes they're bringing to the ammunition in the Crucible. Hopefully we'll see a good solution that will end the ever-powerful reign of the shotgun. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. This has been Patrick Casey with Planet Destiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.